Hello student, in our previous lecture we have started the third chapter gas chromatography. In this lecture we already discussed about the gas chromatography, basic principle of gas chromatography, advantages of this technique and disadvantages of the gas chromatography. Then we also discuss about the type of chromatography, gas liquid and gas solid chromatography. Gas liquid is very popular technique to generally use. Then instrumentation part, that means equipments. Then three-dimensional look of gas chromatography. Now in this lecture we will discuss about how does the gas chromatography work. So let us see one by one. In gas chromatography, the sample is rapidly injected by using hypodermic syringe through a rubber septum into the column. The sample injection port, column and detector are heated to the temperature at which the sample is to be in the vapor state or gaseous state, because sample does not condense to form the condensation. Second point, the injection port and detector are usually kept somewhat warmer than the column to promote the rapid vaporization of the sample, prevent the sample to be condensation into the detector. The liquid sample 0.1 to 10 microliter are injected, while if the sample is in gaseous state, that sample size will be 1 to 10 ml are injected. Gaseous sample may be injected by means of gas tight syringe or through the special gas inlet chamber with constant volume, that we can say gas sampling valve. The separation occur as the vapor constituent of analyte are partitioned between gas, mobile phase gas, and liquid phase stationary phase in the same manner as the other chromatographic process is taking place, that is partition taking place between the stationary and mobile phase. Next, the carrier gas or mobile gas is chemically inert, so that should not be react with the sample or stationary phase in the column. The carrier gas or mobile phase should be inert and easily available in the pure form, such as argon, helium, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. A highly denser gas gives a best separation efficiency, but low density gas gives a faster speed of analysis. The choice of the mobile phase is often dictated by a type of detector can be used in the GC. The sample is automatically detected as it emerges from the column at a constant flow rate using a variety of detector whose response is dependent upon the composition of the vapor. Usually detector contain a reference site and sample site. The carrier gas is passed through the reference side before entering the column and emerges from the column through the sample side. The response of sampling side relative to the reference side signal is fed to the recorder, where the chromatographic peaks are recorded or appear as a function of time in a chromatogram. So this is how the chromatographic technique or GC's work. Next point, that is column, that is gas chromatographic column. Let us discuss about the columns that are used in gas chromatography. GC chromatographic column can be either in any shape that will fit the heating oven, because column should be kept in the oven. Commonly forms of U-shaped or W-shaped tube, because the column are larger in longer length. So the large column or long column is should to be in a small size, that may be U shape or W shape, or maybe coil type. The typically packed column are 1 to 2 meter long and 0.3 to 0.6 centimeter in diameter, but open tube column is up to the 10 to 30 meters long. Short column can be made up from glass, but longer column may be made up of from a stainless steel. So they can be straightened out for the filling the and packing. For inertness, glass is still preferred for a long column. Beside packed column, there are a capillary column. This capillary column are also called as tubular column. This open tubular column are typically about 0.01 centimeter in a diameter and 20 or more than 20 meter long, in which liquid stationary phase is coated on inner side or supported material by the wall of the tube. The original capillary column had a very thin liquid film coated on a smooth metal inner glass surface. The column could be made up of very long, 15 to 35 meter long, since there was a low pressure drop in the open tube, and they possess very high separation efficiency, but they could handle only very small sample, about 10 raised to minus 2 to 10 microliter of the liquid. Well packed column may have 100 plates, theoretical plates or HETP per meter, and so a representative 3 meter column will be have 300 theoretical plates HETP. The short column can be made up of glass or stainless steel, but longer column may be made up of from stainless steel or nickel. They can be straightened for filling the solid material. This open tubular column, there are three types of open tubular column. First is wall coated open tubular column. We can say W coat column. Have thin liquid film coated on a support by the wall of the inner wall of the capillary. The wall are coated by slowly by passing dilute solution of the liquid phase through the column. The solvent is evaporated by passing the carrier gas through the column. Following the coating, the liquid phase is cross-linked to the inner wall of the capillary. The resulting stationary phase having 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer thick coating. Wall coated open tubular column typically have 5000 plates per meter, that means very high efficiency or separation. So average about 50 meter long column having 2.5 lakhs theoretical plates or HETP, that means 2.5 lakhs of equilibrium plates are set up between the stationary and mobile phase, that means very high separation efficiency is there. Next open tubular column is support coated open tubular column, shortly we say escort column. The solid microparticle coated with a stationary phase are attached to the wall of capillary. They have higher surface area and have a greater capacity than W-Cot column. The tubing diameter of this column is slightly higher than the S-Cot, W-Scot, that is 0.5 to 1.5 millimeter. This S-Cot column overcomes some restriction of the earlier W-Cot column. In this layer, the cellite or other solid support adsorb onto the tubing wall and liquid phase is adsorbed onto the cellite. The tubing diameter will be the more 0.05 to 0.15 centimeter. The advantages of low drop and long column is maintained, but capacity of column approaches that pack column. The flow rate will be the 5 to 10 ml per minute and dead volume connection at the inlet and detector will be less critical. It can be used analysis of traces quantity of sample will be possible. Large sample can be injected. Sample splitting is not required many cases, so long as sample volume is 0.5 microliter or less. If separation requires more than 10,000 theoretical plates, then S-Cot column should be considered. Then S-Cot column should be considered instead of pack column. The third type of open tubular column is porous layer open tubular column. We can shortly say PLOT. Have solid phase particle attached to the column wall or inner wall for the adsorption of chromatography. A particle of alumina or porous polymer or molecular sieve type of molecules material are typically used to filling the column. This column is like a pack column, are useful for the separating permanent gases. Column is generally in order, as well as volatile hydrocarbons, permanent gases or volatile hydrocarbons. The resolution efficiency of open tubular column generally in order. W-Cot have very high resolution, then S-Cot column and then PLOT column. The wider bore, that is 0.5 millimeter open tubular column have developed with a thicker stationary liquid phases up to the 0.5 micrometer that approaches the capacity of S-Cot and pack column, but their resolution will be decreases. So here we stop the lecture. In next lecture we will see the gas chromatographic detector. Thank you.